coming to the what are the structures passing from the lower end, this posterior aspect, in relation to the dorsal tubercle of Lister. Now this one is the styloid process, and over here is the crest of anterior border of radius. So there is one space, or there is a gap from here. From this part passes the tendon of abductor pollicis longus and extensor pollicis brevis. So from the gap of crest of anterior border and the styloid process passes the tendon of abductor pollicis longus and extensor pollicis brevis. Now we are left over here, there is styloid process and dorsal tubercle of Lister. From this gap will pass the tendon of extensor carpi radialis longus and extensor carpi radialis brevis. Then this one is the dorsal tubercle of Lister. Just medial to this passes the tendon of extensor pollicis longus. Just medial to the dorsal tubercle of Lister, on this medial side passes the tendon of extensor pollicis longus. Then further medial to the extensor pollicis longus, for the tendon of extensor pollicis longus, medial side passes the four structures. First structure is tendon of extensor digitorum, then tendon of extensor indicis, then we have one nerve, posterior interosseous nerve, and then we have one artery, anterior interosseous artery. So four structures are passing from this part and lying medial to the extensor pollicis longus tendon. Now over here we can see this one is a ulnar notch on radius. So over here lies the ulnar head. So in relation to it, one more structure or one more tendon will pass, which is extensor digiti minimi, and this one will be the fifth structure. And just below the head of the ulnar head, last tendon which passes is the extensor carpi ulnaris. So this is lying, this we have studied also in the six compartments of the extensor retinaculum. So how they are lying in relation to the lower end of the radius as well as in the ulna. We have also, because there is the joint, wrist joint is formed from the inferior surface of the radius, including the scaphoid bone, which is a carpal bone, and lunate bone over here. So there is one capsular ligament which is lining this inferior surface of the radius, which will cover this part. So lower inferior surface of the radius is covered by the capsular ligament of the wrist joint. Then we also have one ulnar notch over here. So ulnar head will articulate to form inferior radio-ulnar joint. So there is capsular attachment for the inferior radio-ulnar joint also over here. Apart from that, we have oblique cord attached on the radial tuberosity and quadrate ligament lying in close relation to the radial tuberosity in the attachments. I forgot to mention, on the attachment on the radial tuberosity is of biceps brachii. The long head of biceps will get attached on the rough surface of the radial tuberosity.